Hello everyone, this is Adithi studying in Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering. Today I'm going to discuss some of the Python topics. The Python topics are what are functions, defining functions with examples, calling functions with examples, explaining how to define and call functions in Python with examples, including function names, parameters, and return values with examples. What is a function? A function is a block of code that performs a specific task. Function block begins with the keyword def followed by the definition name and parentheses. The built-in Python functions are predefined by the Python interpreter. There are 68 built-in Python functions. The functions perform a specific task and can be used in any program depending on the requirement of the user. There are four types of Python functions, which are Python built-in functions, Python user-defined functions, Python lambda functions, and Python recursion functions. Defining functions. A function has three parts, a set of inputs, a set of outputs, and a rule that relates the elements of the set of inputs to the elements of the set of outputs in such a way that each input is assigned exactly one output. Syntax is, it begins the keyword def in the function header. The variables or arguments that we use to supply values to a function. The function header ends with a colon. Documentation string or docstring that is optically provided to explain function's purpose. Example is def greet, print hello world, call the function greet, print outside function. The output of the above program is hello world outside function. Calling functions. When you call a function, you are telling the program to execute the code inside the function. Here are some key points to understand about calling functions. Syntax. To call a function in Python, you use the function's name followed by the parenthesis. Any required arguments or parameters go inside the parenthesis. Function name within the parenthesis, argument 1, argument 2. Arguments. Functions can take one or more input values known as arguments or parameters. These values are passed to the function when you call it. Arguments are used to provide necessary information to the function for its operation. Keyword argument. You can also explicitly mention which argument is assigned to which parameter by using keywords. This allows you to pass arguments in any order. Function name, parameter 1 is equal to value 1, parameter 2 is equal to value 2 within the parenthesis. Debugging. Using functions makes it easier to locate and fix errors since you can isolate specific parts of your code. An example is defining a function def greet name colon return f double quotation hello within the parenthesis name, calling the greet function. Result is equal to greet Alice. Print result. The output of the above program is hello Alice. Example 1 for defining a function. Explaining how to define and call functions in Python. Defining and calling functions in Python allows you to encapsulate logic, make your code more modular, and improve its readability. Here's how you define and call functions in Python. Syntax. Def function name within the parenthesis parameters colon hash function code here hash return result hash optional if you want to return a value calling a function. Once you have defined a function, you can call it by using its name followed by parenthesis. If the function takes any parameters, you provide them within the parenthesis. If the function returns a value, you can assign that value to a variable or use it directly. An example for defining a function is def add numbers. Sum result is equal to a plus b. Return sum result output sum result 6. A is 2 and b is 4. The above program it defines the addition of two numbers, which is a and b, and it prints the result of the two numbers a and b. including function names, parameters, and return values. Return values. Functions can return values using the return statement. This allows function to provide a result that can be used elsewhere in your code. Parameters. Parameters are placeholders for values that you pass to a function calling it. They allow you to provide inputs for the function's logic. Function names. A function name is an identifier that you choose to represent a specific block of code. It should be descriptive and follow Python's naming conventions. Example for return values is def string length or lengths. Length is equal to len or length. Return length. Text is equal to hello comma world. Length is equal to string length of the text. Print length. The above program defines the length of the string, and which is where text is given as the input, and it calculates the length of the text, which is the hello world, and it prints the length of the text. The output of the program is 13. An example one for function names is def find max value. Within the parentheses number list, max value is equal to max of within the parentheses number list. Return max value. Number is equal to 8, 12, 11, 5, 9. Max number is equal to find max value of within the parentheses numbers. Print max number. In this program, it defines to find the maximum value of the number list, which is given as the input to the system, and it prints the maximum value of the number. Therefore, the output is 11. An example for parameters is def rectangle area width comma height. Area is equal to width star height. Return area. Width is equal to 5, height is equal to 3. Area is equal to rectangle area within the parentheses width comma height. Print area. The above program, it defines to find the area of the rectangle by taking the width and heights inputs as 5 and 3, and it prints the area of the rectangle as width into height. So the output of the program is 15. Thank you.